selamat siang. We're here at the octafinals, getting much closer to finding out who will become the next Wsdc's 2017 champion. But before the octafinals, those breaking 9th to 24th will have to compete against each other in the partial double octo finals. The winning teams will then proceed to the next round, competing against the top 8 breaking teams, which includes Peru, Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, India, South Africa, and South Korea. Stay tuned, it'll only get more intense from now.
To these women who are fulfilling the dream of parenthood with quick. So children, like surrogates, will be able to opt out of pregnancy in 2 circumstances.
And also, for example, legalize heroin as people can choose whether or not they want.
Firstly, about how surrogate motherhood exploits women. Secondly, population of women will to enter surrogate mother through identifying that your child is a child. So what have I proven during today?
First of all, would the profit incentivize more to do so, thus giving specifically gay couples and single fathers the opportunity to have this baby, which they wouldn't necessarily have with adoption?
First off, neglected from the side of the proposition because they don't know how to answer it, because they know it is true. We don't have it legalized. That is not true factually.
And she's willing to sacrifice 9 months of her life to get that money, right? Essentially, we're the side that provide them that choice. We think this is very important. They don't take choice on their side. That adoption happens all the time illegitimately.
The only thing they tell you that this is a consensual decision. And we have a couple of responses to this. Firstly, we tell you that it is no coincidence the majority of women that like apply for that do surrogacy will still choose not to legalize, which still choose this regulation. Second proposition needs to be much more specific in who would do this. Why do we have the incentive to, if, as Maya already told you, rich people are the main consumers of this surrogate?
They just make sure that they adopt the baby the woman then gives birth to, and then she has the citizenship.
That child.
So all in all, you actually have less orphans than there are side of the house, which is something very important and crucial, and also never tackled by Team Denmark.
Check it out. Let me begin at the beginning of time when I came out of my mama. I was trying to shine before the ink dried on my birth certificate. The doctor, the nurse, that cried, the boys ripping there. Since then, I've been hyped to go and make the folks.
What's the spectrum? So if it is a smaller scale cyber attack, we will send smaller scale military retaliation. So for example, setting up battalions around your border to show stock market dropping, targeting energy grids through a cyber attack, and thus limiting the ability for these facilities for an individual to live their life comfortably, to feel safe within your own country, and that is important, and therefore we need to uphold the sovereignty of a state.
Such as their military capacity or information about the macro population. But this will be further developed throughout our circuit. Let's engage directly with the argumentation. The first argument about optimism. They told us that cyber attacks destroy the lives of civilians and basically ruin them, create suffering.
Where cyber attacks cripple entire economies such as Estonia in 2008, how would you react?
Okay, we think that we do not have to react with military intervention because this ultimately just escalates conflict, as I will prove through my argumentation. We can react to other ways. So now that we have established this, what is really proportionality?
Whereas in first prop, we clearly told you that military retaliation is not the only strategy existing in the world of propositions. To detect the source of those cyber attacks, as compared to your world, where the military is not involved, you have to tell us how you are more likely to detect the sources of your cyber attacks and how would you deal with them better.
That is to say, the intelligence that tells us whether a country directed on that attack, whether the government in particular wanted to kill civilians, that intelligence is going to be presented by a group that has a vested interest in destroying it. Was always important. What they told us is that cyber attacks were potentially deadly.
Obvious argument. Because I think wars are far more escalated in the world of Peru. Why? Because not only does the cyber warfare is one that starts the very war, but because you do not want to fight with huge military action.
China is a fantastic team. We've debated them before in a previous tournament and we've sparred against them. They're an amazing team and we were sure when we came into this match that it would be very difficult against them, and it was. It was a very, very close match. They were really good in pushing things that we had. We had some weaknesses and they pushed really hard. Ultimately, I think we were lucky that the judges saw it our way, and it was a very close match, and I think there was a congratulations to China as well.
Yeah.
I think that every country, at least in the at least most countries that are present at the tournament today are some of the best teams that you can face, and it's very dangerous to make a distinction between them. Like last year, England, who won the championship eventually, they actually broke only 17. So everyone underestimated them at first, but then they went on to show that they were actually going to win.
So last question, are you confident about the next rounds?
We think, it's in general bad to be overconfident. We are just going to do what we have always been doing. I think that it's better not to tempt fate.
So what do you think of the team you were just up against?
I think they're a very strong team that definitely could have beaten us in different circumstances, perhaps with different judges, because it was a very close debate. They are a very stylish team that have a unique way of impacting their arguments by appealing to characterizations that are intuitive as well as logical. South Africa, I suppose, because they knocked us out of a tournament a few years ago, or Canada as well. So it's we want revenge. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Formal legal contracts outlining all expectations, all eventualities, and importantly, all legitimate exit clauses from that. We're going to give you reasons on Team Canada why this is a legitimate choice and in keeping with other legitimate. Workable difference between any of these things and becoming a surrogate mother. Before I get to my second argument,
Why would people ever voluntarily become a surrogate mother and they can get money?
and some people use a surrogate that they know, not for profit, but these things aren't on the table for a lot of people for a number of reasons.
We will explain to you why in fact they make it worse for surrogate mothers and also give less access to control if they want to have access to surrogate mothers because we will see that there are harms to surrogate mothers they already make on that criteria. But secondly, we also think that they need to explain what we see is that they're going to underestimate the pregnancy and see the economic gains of something that's more.
How many things are going to become illegal on their side of the house, right? Like alcohol can have severe harms, smoking can have severe harms, pregnancy in general has severe harms, which they say is true in a lot of cases. So why aren't they just banning pregnancy in general? In fact, what are women able to do anymore on their side of the house? Because there might be a harm with them using their freedom. That's not the
So what do you think about the team you were just up against?
So we just faced the Philippines and they were excellent. They brought the passion, they brought the content, they brought the analysis. And I think what's really unique to us is we debate a lot within our own country, but what's amazing about WSDC is we get to face teams from all different parts of the world, from all different sorts of social circumstances. So what they really brought was a very unique perspective on this motion, which does have an international scope, which made it challenging and engaging and rewarding.
That's great. Well, are you confident about the next rounds?
So the break rounds at WSDC are always a challenge. We're literally facing the best competitors from around the world. So we're confident in our ability. We've made it so far, but there's also a bit of nerves in that we don't know who we're up against next. We don't know how good they are, but we're confident in Team Canada and in our ability to stick up for each other. We have each other as a team.
I'm glad to hear that.
Russian troll armies, which are funded by the Russian government in order to carry out that act. Importantly, here,
we think that the state is justified in responding in any way they want to. We don't think this is a contentious debate. This is not what this debate is about. This debate is about whether or not they should respond in a specific way. We're only that this debate is about what kind of thing best protects their sovereignty and best protects Ukraine's interests in the specific example they gave.
better wars because we better codify what is actual international and internet warfare, what is cyber warfare and how we better accommodate for that. But before I do that, let's deal with response. So to undermine your national strength. If you stand not only for the strength of individual nations, but for their ability to hold their aggressors to account.
It's harmful when this tool isn't used correctly and it ends up harming the wrong people. The inherent mistake that they made on their side of the house is mischaracterizing our entire first argument.
A scenario in which we actively know who the aggressor is and not lashing out against them, they needed to defend that. They haven't done that so far. Before I go on, sure. Well, why wouldn't a Russian hacker then just travel
so effective. People can still fake the country they're coming from and retaliate from that.
To be the casualties that there can be and that we've proven throughout the bench, where you attack the wrong people, where you go ahead and attack an entire country based on something an individual did for which you cannot trace, right? We think this is very harmful. But second of all, she even gives you an entire argument.
But unlike what they characterize, yes, Russia moves into Kaliningrad, but they don't use it, right? Because we believe that an escalation of tensions, an escalation of military might is something that they are likely to back out of. Because we can be proposed.